Hi there, we are the Goal Team, and today we will be discussing the importance of cybersecurity education on a K through 12 level. We'll first go over a brief description of what's included with cybersecurity, and from there we'll talk about present and potential future approaches to cybersecurity education. So, let's start with a basic question. What is cybersecurity? Cybersecurity focuses on protecting computers, networks, programs, and data from unintended or unauthorized access, change, or destruction. Now, I understand that this is a very general explanation, which makes it difficult to fully grasp its significance. So, more importantly, let's address the question of how it affects all of us. One detail that definitely draws the attention of the significance is the U.S.'s annual cost due to cyber espionage. It is estimated that this number could be as high as $400 billion. This is a perfect example for showing that these issues cannot just simply be solved overnight. One of the most apparent ways to prevent against such vulnerabilities is through awareness and education. It is true that this concept of cybersecurity education is not new to us. However, as we look into our current situation, it's clear that we are in desperate need of some major changes. The STEM curriculum is based on educating students in 4 specific disciplines: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The graph to the right depicts high school AP participation within STEM curriculum over the past 20 years in the United States. We can see an obvious uptrend in all AP STEM fields except for computer science, which is displayed in red. This tapering in the growth of computer science studies has been a resultant of a number of different factors, a few of which include low student interest, a poor attitude and involvement, which has become a part of our culture, and fewer academic opportunities.
The standards for teaching computer science and cybersecurity is set by the Computer Science Teachers Association. They have 3 different levels of standards. Level 1, which is grades K through 6. Level 2, which is grades 6 through 9. And Level 3, which is grades 9 through 12. The topics for Level 1 are computers and communication devices, which includes teaching them to understand what computers are used for in a daily life and how to identify that information is coming to computers through a network. Another topic also consists of the community, global, and ethical impacts, which basically focuses on digital citizenship and positive and negative behaviors. Level 2 is computing practice and programming, teaching to demonstrate good practices in personal information security, using passwords, encrypting, and secure transactions. And then community, global, and ethical impacts, exhibit legal and ethical behaviors when using technology, consequences of misuse, and describing ethical issues that relate to computers and networks. The final level consists of computing practice and programming, explaining the principles of security by examining encryption, cryptography, and authentication techniques, and again with community, global, and ethical impacts, describe strategies for determining the reliability of information found on the internet, describe how different kinds of software licenses can be used to share and protect intellectual property, and to discuss the social and economic implications associated with hacking and software privacy.
In order to properly teach our youth about cybersecurity, we believe that they should start at an early age. We believe that starting kindergarten and elementary school, they should learn the basics. These basics includes things such as internet safety, where we have the concept of stranger danger in real life, where a child should not talk to a stranger on the street. We also believe that a child should be taught not to reveal any personal information to strangers online. We also want to teach them some basic practices. We don't want to go too advanced because children at this age might not be technical enough, but simple things such as keeping your password safe, not telling others, and making sure it's not too short are easy best practices that they can learn at this age. We also recommend and encourage that adult supervision and guidance be provided during younger kids while they're on the computer. This can be so that adults are able to guide and answer any questions that curious youth may have while they're browsing online, and so that they don't end up on a malicious site unaware of the dangers that lurk there. There are also some interactive games for kids this age. Kids love games, so it's something easy that they'll pay attention to and learn from. There's things such as Cyber Pigs, which is teach some cybersecurity basics for youth this age. Once children have reached the middle school level, they can begin to be introduced to more technical cybersecurity topics. Instead of just learning internet safety, they can be introduced to the science of cybersecurity and focus on some other key aspects, such as mathematics, communicating problems, and then also solving these problems. To facilitate their learning further, After-school clubs can be a great way to show them teaching platforms and scenarios such as Junior Cyber Warrior, which introduce them to cybersecurity scenarios that are simple enough for them to grasp. At this age, it is also important to start teaching them the value of cyber ethics. At the high school level, students are at the age where they start to become more interested in their future. This presents the opportunity to have cybersecurity professionals come into the classroom setting to give lessons and demos of the work they do every day. In high school, AP Computer Science classes are also available to encourage students to learn more for credit that could count towards their college education. As kids at this age begin to become very privacy concerned, the importance of privacy on the internet should be taught in order to let the students know just how public some of their information is and how they can take steps against that. As high schoolers, they have the technical skills now to learn more detailed cybersecurity topics such as the tools in the profession, malware, and encryption. They can also start participating in advanced cybersecurity activities such as Cyber Patriot, which Kim will go into more detail shortly.
There are two organizations that are committed to cybersecurity curriculum, the NICCS, which is the National Initiative for Cybersecurity Careers and Studies, and NIST, the National Institute of Standards and Technology. They both have developed plans for what they want in the future for the cybersecurity curriculum. By 2018, they want 50% of high schools nationwide to offer rigorous academic computer science courses taught by well-prepared teachers. Also, they want an increase in the number of students pursuing majors in computing at the post-secondary level. And 25% of the states will adopt national cybersecurity education standards for grades K through 12. Another project they are working on is the CS10K project, which focuses in particular on computer science in high schools in the U.S. They aim to have 10,000 teachers in 10,000 high schools teaching a new curriculum by 2015. Over this past spring break this semester, Brent and I volunteered for two programs that promoted cybersecurity in the high school curriculum. Both were hosted by the University of Rhode Island's Computer Science Department. The first was the OCCP, which is the Open Cyber Challenge platform. It was developed by URI Digital Forensics and Cybersecurity Center. We had students from a local technical high school come in to work with us. These students have been working with the 101 computer science curriculum, so they had a basic knowledge about networks and security. The exercise involved a scenario of a fictitious fired employee of a company that hacked the company's website, and it was their job to restore the website and figure out where the breaches came from. We guided them through permission changes, firewall settings, and basic network security. They really reacted well to the hands-on environment and to the real-time incident response. The second program that we volunteered for was the Girl Tech. This was more an informative lesson about cybersecurity for those students who had not yet been exposed. We did a password exercise where students could check if their passwords were good and realize what actually comprised a strong password. We had a hands-on security tool demo, and this led to many questions being asked, and they all wanted to know more about our program. It's this kind of thing that students normally don't get to learn about that inspires them. There are a few existing programs for elementary, middle, and high school students to get involved in. The first one is the Cyber Patriot Defense Program. This is mainly for high school students, and it was made by the Air Force Association. The competition puts students in the IT position of a company, is tasked to find cybersecurity vulnerabilities and maintain critical services. This company also puts on cyber camps, which allow the students to spend their summer vacation learning about cybersecurity. They are working on developing an elementary school education, and there are a few other organizations similar to this one. The second organization is CSAVE. This is put on by StaySafeOnline.org. They develop classroom materials to use at children's schools for every level. The lessons are designed to engage every student and to challenge their awareness with scenarios that require critical thinking and collaboration among peers. The volunteers for this program deliver this information to the classrooms. The final program that I will talk about is the Cyber Ace competitions. This is a competition that deals with Net Wars, which is a cyber game that has a series of progressive levels that get harder and harder as you go along. It's really a hands-on interactive learning scenario. The Cyber Ace competitions take all the top competitors from Net Wars and put them against each other. It's open to high school and beyond, and this really provides a good starting point for high schoolers looking for a career in the field.
So, as a short recap, as our society continues on the path of a technological boom, the number of cyber threats as well as risk of attack also grows. With that being said, the need for increased awareness and education becomes more dire. To satisfy this need, it is necessary this is done starting at a younger age. In order to facilitate this learning, it is crucial to structure the curriculum based on the risk level and learning ability for each given age group.